niggas, man. Don't fuck with that shit, man. I told you, man. Delegates in the piece, man.
Coursing through these veins. Coursing through these veins.
Reactions of fusion and fission in collision.
Tell me how far can the mind go when it gets vexed? Or degradation of my analyzation of concepts. I contemplate possibilities, concentrating aspects, perspectives gain integrity. I'm amassing data into my thought processor, fusing poetry, metaphorically flowing spontaneously. The subconscious element plays a part in my influence, so I be learning from all of my experience, gaining the quality of the versatility, self-education to all of my brain biology. Super complex synaptical structure, selecting different terminals, wise prepared to conduct a pulse of prolific energy through mental circuits it purges, and all the while it urges this quest to manifest into its stimulus. Thoughts readjust as I begin to untrust. Once restricted expression progressing in its destined direction. This mic connection, amplification, demonstration, proceeding with another explanation. Cause it all comes to the mental, it's strictly evidential. My vocal wizardry's working magic on instrumentals from left and right brain hemispheres, reacting and switching gears that I've engineered. Mechanical maintenance needing oil and change, taking injections of sanity so I don't sound deranged. As I journey through the extents of the outer thought region, encounter a dimension by teaming, leave my mind scheming and dreaming, embedded in the unexplored focus. I'm feeding off the power source, plotting the course, navigator, instinctive with style, distinctive with unpredictability, flex science sporadically, mathematically and maniacally.
Like ley lines in the unruffled luster of the cavities. Air climbing, rhyming, suck up gravity. Gradually, get there, get where be where signs go missing. Like seafarers on fishing, trip blood dripping in the cup I am sipping. Some maternal nursing for eternal earthlings, encircling like squirming vermin, determined like doctors learning. Then neatly worming if the piss is burning, turning, taming flames in the furnace. Furthest beneath the surface on the verge that merges. Power surges, our urges leave the worthless wordless. The word is the earth is hollow. Say these tiny white faces with shiny flight cases, descending staircases to late night type places. In cases of emergency, burn like third degree, burn like pipes on motorbikes, mechanical termites tunneling through the night.
Is that what you're thinking? I'm mad inconspicuous, so he's off Invidious. I'm your regular function box, white core, urban architecture, original culture, structure, and I reflect off the roughest texture. Connected to the receptor's first perception of reception, and that's a recollection of being banged in the head by the doors of deception. I learn with the steps that I take through the mystic mist of mistake, that the stainless steel stakes are high and sharp. Mission by mimicking Mr. Premise for a start. Finish your dreams at the bar. Lizard's last orders, chaos is stored and science has always existed. The ignorant persistent to be arrogant. Mystics predicted magic, my elemental arrow went straight through the temple doors. Caught the minister in his mental. Now try and explain that to Mr. Temperamental. Schizoid embolism, Freudian slipping up banana skin. I relish my philosophy. I fucking die before I change my state of mind. The atmosphere stinks of my kind, my aroma. Sense my optimism, my purity is abstract. As I glisten off the format, invidious minds I know you're just itching to react to our attack.
Ease off, Invidious. Your invalid diss holds no water while mine's amphibious. Insinuations insidious while you string along the oblivious with ridiculous figments of your own lack of imagination. Remain invidious. Sticks and stones may break skin amphibious, but I'm rid of aciditated memory. Now I'm finished my dinner of brain cells. Hideous table manners of the man beats, wiping mouths with lyrical sheets of invidious fiddlers. History written by riddlers. I go giddy as lucid dreams become obscenely ambiguous. Vigorous speeches and leeches burn in the limelight like Icarus oblivious.
Is it now Invidious attempts? He's getting on my nerves in curbs like learner drivers. Preview visualists, I'm oblivious to their stuttering. Muttering on the mic while I'm scuttling in places stuffed like rupturing the surface of my bag of cream when they're rapping about doing the same to a man's spleen. A stream larger than a strain, virus dripping through brain. To stay machino accompanied by chains, expensive no names with expendable verbal claims. Eventually become drained and can't cope. Their jokes in cows' clothing, they scold their hands. Put up the brand of an angry burning tag and eternally carry the flag for pitifulness.
Now old your horse is Invidious, your real man in treat, got smashed by the obvious. Left washed out feeling pompous, so your links got cut to your nebulous. Reckoning you were able to conduct mine overtaking power surges, trying to binge on my purposes. While my metamorphic protection surfaces, as patience is dashed, halved and slashed. Left with a blister party type, popped in and splash. Scabby features got be trapped shut quick with a slap. Backhand varnishes face hard and fast, indenting pain on twats. With their idiotic psychotic injustices, turned to ash during the crash. Smashed up and then ending up truly and thoroughly dashed. With our multiple wizardry, rearranging every single bit of circuitry, deforming all and every Invidious club member hideously.
Invidious individuals invade with their invisible infractions. In fact, men act whack men while all cap in the city centers to entertain. Civ attain some criminal status. Minimal matters of chance glances become silver platters. Full heads to be decapitated by dilapidated capital status and data confusion. The intrusion intensifies when they testify to the illusion that because of my faith, I'm a soul-stealing wraith. When I'm revealing our fate as wood shaped on the layer of Earth's axis. Your practice of interpreting us as actors is fascist, interrupting with tactless assumptions. A resumption of delegating, elevating, elating, waiting populace, stopping us populace, assiduously indigenous to the Invidious.
Carbon-based life forms, deciduous individuals, that's Invidious. Can't envision this other paralysis cup, but I leave you incisionless. The vividness of bad dreams, it causes creases to the seams. Eyes gleam at fever schemes to get away clean like Mr. Sheep. Can't escape this machine. Rapport of bots, they plot demise inside the sides of your mind. I'll leave you pickled and dipped in brine. I read beside this water, torture knocks your brains that's out of order. Find a clearer path. I've mastered concepts pass me by. Now in the sky I see the outline, the size of 5 tries to surprise so many mans with their lies. Now time dies like a clock stops, fictional plots rot. These entities and enemies that's trying to make my blood clot. Invidious, picture this, incongruous, you won't be missed.
What does the word unique, spelled U-N-I-Q-U-E, means one and only, different than all others, especially different. There is nothing else that is exactly like something that is unique.
Yeah. 1, 2. What? Yo.
Yo, Kapitel.
Yeah. Kapitel for the 1, 2. Yo. Kapitel keep rising like the sun on the horizon. Without curve, we're enterprising. We're boldly flowing, no surprising. Lyrical structures analyzing, chastising all rappers who leave lies and they suck more than a Dyson. Hoping someone to buy into hollow tips flying at a guy cut iron. Surrounded by bodies lying and dying, the family crying. Lyrics that they're supplying are as real as Monty Python's Life of Brian. Station City walking to a cage of lions. That's the main way MCs get raw with pride without trying. Everyone exaggerates, but everyone's denying. With fake raps perpetrating. I'm sick of clowns that should be in circus tents, roller skating, enjoying face painting. Who is that I'm slating? Anybody faking when it comes to stage shows, seeing shaking. In fact, if you never knew, casual knack, natural rap, adaptable, slapping you like one. Kapitel flip to rage your spirits for the 2. Playing it loud so you can hear it as for free. Free your mind, enjoy, relax and come with us as we take you on a journey to a place of no fuss. Kapitel, hot to the touch. Kapitel is such a big part of us, yo. And Kapitel up on the set, proper dropping this. Ain't no stopping this, when we're rocking this, you're clocking this. Rap apocalypse, don't slip, shifting your grip. Now, cow sink ships with manuscripts. Resonate until late, ready to detonate, blow up the bridge. Making kids not have to wonder where Hammersmith is. Grammalicious team biz, making you bubble like this. Can't take the piss, Bush I knows what time it is. Time to rhyme on this and ride on this just like a cyclist. A lyrical twist, switch on household appliances. Mouth flow, the fly lyrics and how cold the science is. Blowing up like terrorists, hitting targets, never miss. Set to
ambits, the cleverest, distinguished like a separatist.
The monarchy with anarchists, burn down palace arsonists.
And honestly, the cancer is spreading in your carcass.
Doctors don't know what the answer is, Kapitel get dark on this. In actual fact, if you never knew, casual knack, natural rap, adaptable, slapping you like one. Kapitel flips to rage your spirits with the two. Playing it loud so you can hear it as for free. Free your mind, enjoy, relax and come with us as we take you on a journey to a place that no fuss. Kapitel, hot to the touch. Kapitel is such a big part of us, part of us.
Yeah, what? Kapitel Delegates takes right. Left the set, you know.
In it, no boy. Clean that shit off your bomb brush, what?
Yo. Head rush.
Yeah. And all the time rhymes beat hover like a UFO. Unexplained to any man, we got the super flow. The truth is low, and I don't suppose that you oppose a group that's cold, a suit to roll, but got no loot to hold. Lo and behold, you're getting scolded up in the furnace. I see you pulling faces like a bunch of girders. Them looking worried, the sound has got them nervous. They're checking the Kapitel, cause anything else is not the purchase. They need nurses, now this verse is hurting. Even the most hardcore go on excursions, word, but there'll be no way out and no escape. I'm locking the gate, throwing the key in the drain. I'll take a wee in the rain, that means brains remain ignorant to the simple fact that getting pissed upon no different than your average Joe. I suppose I'm savagely damaging those, randomly vanishing foes.
In actual fact, if you never knew, casual knack, natural rap, adaptable, slapping you like one. Kapitel flip to rage your spirits with the two. Playing it loud so you can hear it as for free. Free your mind, enjoy, relax and come with us as we take you on a journey to a place that no fuss. Kapitel, hot to the touch. Kapitel is such a big part of us, part of us.
What? Yeah, this is how it's going down.
And then trophy, my cow up in here, Kapitel.
You know that, and the delegates big 'em up, what? Every time. Head cleaning out the set, you know.
No, head cleaners.
2000 and beyond that.
Who tread the meanest? Yeah.
If what some of the words mean still isn't quite clear, ask Mom and Dad for help.
On a disc, 2 meters divided by the radius, by the lines into sections, and on each section was written the name, date and place of connections to corresponding events by the circular fence. Facing each section stood a panel, where the panels had imperfections in size and height, separated by the light and empty spaces. I walk along the time-space disc to check the phrases with curious pleasure, measuring my endeavour and the freedom to begin wherever. I like the cycle of the psyche. I'm slightly anxious to get the orientation of each fact on the disc, but the fact is this: the panels are still empty, because within I don't know enough about the value of words or their relationship to be able to fill them in.
Follow us on journeys countless, where there's echoes below the glow. The whole of the mole stole the gold down the ear of the giant's head. Lead covered gold to mould into the shape of the lion's bed, to rest in the webbed square platter, steak cutter. Smothered the lover in lust as the snake's jaw dislocates. A mistake of the rat to follow as bait. A mirage in a marine, within a meadow, within a dream. Can you beam via laser to a place unseen by a leaf trader? Phaser I spy, nuclear surrounding pie, submerges species in the sky. high fly, tangle in the string of the wing. I said the fleeing mouse shaver diverted to the beaver griever, too eager for the monster munch muncher, crunched down into paste. Or was it pate? Saved for another day in the frostbitten hidden section of the window, fertilized, ready to grow for all to see, and take in the seed of the psychotic mind with a throw.
Enter, via a long narrow passage with high walls no roof. This has suddenly turned into an elongated oval bowl, along the axis of which floats a long pole. This near end a knob, its far end a spike balanced on a spring, so you can press or sit on the pole to push it downwards. Continue onwards through awkward alley, now roofed but ceiling, revealing aperture, thin slits. Perhaps it's the lights reflected on the chrome bowl on the far side of the slope. Hopefully cope with the climb, don't slide to the floor before crawling through the door at the end of a short tunnel. There's more. You emerge into a space, spot an artificial tree in the centre, then up the steps so you can see yourself, looking down at yourself, looking down at yourself. I'm looking around, but there must be something else. A rectangular compartment filled with white water and some shapes on the floor which are slightly shorter than the others. So turn to your brothers and say, step aside, slide down the inside of a blue tube and exit the ride.
Billions of people just living out their lives, oblivious.
Get off the couch, it's not culture. Clicking on the mouse, son kid, you're not the vultures.
Today the telly told me of a Filipino hacker. Dodge held in numbers, no longer secret. Macintoshes crash with no loss of bills to bills cash dash. Cause features on Microsoft Windows sell better than customer security. Better than animated paper clips. Tell you how to use tools as toys while droids become a safer click than humanoids. Erase the clicks, mouse rules man after all. Taste the chips. Spooling silicon future mask and recreational PlayStation shit. You don't call my soul conscious of consoles. In this space it's basic. I'm replacing files lost on virus. Pied pipers worldwide. Forever bathed in the blue light of our time's god Osiris. Like moonshine. Hackers move slide. Delete files by mail. Just sending me I love you bug. And type thanks for the memory. We use your tool to sequence shits backed up and laser cut and tracks data. Put to wax later for earwax translators. Trample calculators. Dive head first through Windows 95 and explode out of Bill Gates' hard drive like Neo to agents. Displacing bytes and bits and bobs your uncle. w.billsbankfreeforall.com just as a statement. Rotations decelerate to slow stops. Green turns to grey and Earth becomes a concrete robot with fibre optic veins. I'm fighting off microscopic chip brains as Microsoft reigns.
Microsoft, penises that might go soft. Penis this beat for our next version. A diversion so they distract our reversion to the product. The next level one will deduct that minor glitch, which like a duct tape a patch switch. Microsoft, penises that might go soft. Penis this beat for our next version. A diversion so they distract our reversion to the product. The next level one will deduct that minor glitch, which like a duct tape a patch switch. Microsoft, penises that might go soft. Penis this beat for our next version. A diversion so they distract our reversion to the product. The next level one will deduct that minor glitch, which like a duct tape a patch switch. Escape through a secret hatch, but they got a monopoly. No free parking, but they're still stopping me from erasing the cookies. I take a look-see and they shook me. My final rebellion. They might even tell them you want true privacy, not the for piracy, they spy on me, and still we rely on the infernal lies and eternal demise. Just don't think that government ain't hovering. Listen to this transmission, it's glistening the vision of some cybercop monitor. I wish I could bat them all like Paul Muller.
Rotations decelerate to slow stops. Green turns to grey and Earth becomes a concrete robot with fibre optic veins. I'm fighting off microscopic chip brains as Microsoft reigns. As rotations decelerate to their tired and slow stops. Green turns to beige and Earth becomes a fiberglass robot with fibre optic veins. I'm fighting off microscopic chip brains as Microsoft reigns.
Delegates of culture, yo. Taskforce in the house, yo. Delegates of culture, bro. We're saying, yo. Hey, yo, the Navajo Joe. I wear a feather in my eyebrow. Watch this, desert fox around the world. Tight crowd, that's how we hide now. Never come off, I don't give a fuck about getting DLs in a magazine. I hate them gay type of trends. Don't follow them, follow no guy. Follow self when I'm setting them. That's how we're repping it. Microphone stepping in, hardcore here. No government, no loving it. Never undercouraging, always encourage it. Hip hop, beatbox, words, love, poetry. That's how we're slapping it. Rap on tracks happening live, hardcore. Back again with the delegates. Delegate myself to be a spokesman, ghetto spokesman. Wear a dead rose in my buttonhole. Got the crowd locked down. That's how we got sound figured. Always come back with no triggers. Never held guns, always held mics like a hoodlum. Back again, battle any rapper and a good one, and a good two, and a good few. Times 6, 1 step ahead, times 10, we're out of reach. Don't understand, we come clean like teeth, shabby like the back foot. That's how we got you, Yoda style old school. That's how we Star Wars. Don't underestimate the strengths of the task force. Down with the delegates. When we get the mic here, light it up, burn it up. That's how we fight fair. I drink flammable ooze and spit it upon the crews, and spark a box of matches, then I throw it at the dudes. I said I drink flammable ooze and spit it on the crews, and spark a box of matches and throw it on the dudes. He's finished.
Even to the extent of following me home. As a fetus they were there in the fallopian tubes, being sly, trying hard to be Mr. Cool. Scientifical breakdowns of my brain's matter, scattered through the hometowns as half-price chatter. Data can't be copied, we stay the original. Duplicate at your own risk, we stay invincible. Our principles being those that don't give way. Task force and delegates will change the mainframe. So reboot on logic, our energy's connected. Kinetic effect checks, microphone electrics. Stand close and try trace the blueprints of English. Rap pterodactyl, scavengers of lyrics. Hunting in the home ground with pounds to buy replicas. Fuck a pussy boy trying to sound like me and test. Microscopic talent scout, fishing hook fingers. Get your claws into anything you feel the next winner. Sinners, hallelujah, fingers burn them. More firepower on these duplications. Reproduce a past a man, don't bite my homegrown. Farma D blade run a slay day, microclones. Background poses a fee for my mind exposure. Create like cloning a cow.
I'm blasting in the metaphor, to semaphore predator. Insectivore torpedo installations offshore, fire venom supplier. Hard merchandise expire, punishing one. Black song cast shadows of the empire. To hellfire, transformers and cooler break on a head trauma. Midnight marauder illuminations by like Aurora, phonic explorer. Two kinds of Stella and a chicken coma. I toast the chromosome and penetrate the aura to physical stamina. Paris, I punish parameter. You're filthy like a bitch, you punctures eagles of amateur piranha. Subatomic scanner, adaptable grammar, Satana. Seven sections of some wizards, a mariner, Barada, Savannah, Subac. Sinking like a bumper track, blow you at the pit of cocoon. You fucking Sarlacc, the battle track, master terrain. The conscious pain cause, degrading you horse. Lyrical apocalypse, holocaust.
Whilst I make time for a new perspective, lyrics solve puzzles like detectives. I see through their reflective glaze, a maze of hands, arms, dry ice. Cliches evolve, they're out cold, trouble is still in microclone souls, so zombies roam free. On a mission for nutrition, the only food that they find is in another's fluid addiction. They're missing simple efforts, their runs are stale like they're scabby.
Microclones alone at home, absorbed in that imageless zone, prone to try and tax the throne, so we dismount every clone. Chase down their blank stink pace, about face to end their case, turn molecules to dust, break down to a confined space, invade and shape the low grade, out of points in man's made. Old soul mode needs knocking out code, and then be completely annihilated and destroyed from ever being played. Lost in a maze of circling thoughts in a prickly bush within a hell cell. Cast round our landscape, hooked on a frequency, mumbling a lunch spell. Left to dwell weak-headed, fell falling waste barren. Haste dragging as mistakes happen, all clones get battened. They're pulled along by my wagon of decay with dismay to make them pay and never find a way. When microclones appear, we demolish and abolish their fortes so they can never rap for another day.
Background poses feed for my mind exposure. Create like cloning a cow. Background poses
check. I'll keep my state of mind open so my hopes flow kinetically. Slippery slopes corroded so my codes phonetically spelled. You see, H's, G's and T's fell prophetically. My tale's prophetic. Now the future changes daily, it's not what it used to be. Choose your genes at the emporium. My words are copyrighted to the man who owns the brain cells, storing them four in a sequence. 4 letters, peace and jigsaws, from corn to the firstborn on seesaws. Test on the needing poor, selling bull cures to rich laws. The rest are needing laws to protect their bleeding paws. If freedom is yours, freeze. Think of all the royalties you pay to use your own blood cells to help for surgery. Perjury, purgatory, flirting with certainty. I draw the curtains on another night at Serpent Streets. Dirty detergent seats for microclone skin pores. Delegates and Taskforce burning shadows to the floor.
I run with primates whose behaviour's irate. Fine shape, heavyweight, I'm the king of the ring. I got slang on vibrate. Vocational locations, a standing ovation when I get on the stage. No microphones, Taskforce, here with delegates, pure culture. Fuck with the mag who's celibate, just sounding like another clockwork orange robotic menace. Treat them MCs like Dennis Pennis, catch a good slap. I get ruthless when it's all lies on them, so nobody even hears the music. The truth is as follows, we ain't having that. Reenact Sleepy Hollow, got their heads in my bag, that's graphic expression. Straight up for grabs for you pirates. Touch my shit and get stamped by the hustle man. Spit till my tongue gets cramped. Exercising amplifiers in the microclone shams. Them prehistoric liars talking dinosaur shit. Scientific frauds trying to duplicate what's been writ. They're getting DNA strands from my spit. Trying to clone my charisma, get your test tube split. New shit's the whole point to original scrolls. Chester P, Blade Runner, Slay Day, microclones.
Background posters who feed for my mind exposure.
Create like cloning a cow.
Background posters.
What all eyes on them and no ears on the music. More fly, blindly chasing the spotlight. More fly, blindly chasing the spotlight. More fly. What all eyes on them and no ears on the music. Microclones, grab the mic and abuse it. What all eyes on them and no ears on the music. Microclones, grab the mic and abuse it. What all eyes on them and no ears on the music. Microclones, grab a mic and abuse it. What all eyes on them and no ears on the music. Microclones, grab a mic and abuse it. What all eyes on them and no ears on the music.
chief is. Nature aboard Samadhi's vacuum like thesis. My releases were ignored as he poured on. The steel tip pre-writ split by this moron. We're more wrong than a sword on a pacifist. Even 3-month-old rappers could batter this. Till his atoms are matterless. It matters less than this attempted dramaticist, lyricist. Now the Kapitel's pissed that it hosts him and his shit tape. What's the commotion about this piss tape? My emotions locally devote hope that hopefully he wrote a suicide note. It lopes from this noose rope way of existing, persisting with his bitching without listening. The man who can't die, but look what's this? Virgin to death, verging on this version of my hit list. See the hypnotist, convince yourself you ain't dead. Rotate your head and see lines of pine and lead. Fuck rhymes instead, consigned you to early graves. Dave, you seem depraved like burly slaves. Bouncers, more precisely I should say. Your intellect fails when there's a Y in the day. I collect introspective rhymes as you display an intent to get wrecked. Sayonara, I can't stay, but enter phrase barehanded to disarm ya. Weak karma, leave you vulnerable to this barren armor. Destroyer, your paranoia-ridden vision scream purgatoria. I filthily accrue multilingual victories and confuse this individual so predictably with descriptively simple tongue flicks. Even on 10 pills you won't give me a love trip. Suck dicks like the world was out of cheap sex. Unfurl the girlish nature of your weak flex. Go check to see what's next up on your agenda. Maybe write a track and tell me how I'm a bender. But slender ain't the state of me, so what you laughing at? Some call me big bone and some call me fat. Even cataractic vision, see you flatly agree. I matter-of-factly claim the life of Samadhi, whose pedigree tastes inedibly like these morsels. While my resourceful flow shows up forceful, absorb all this aqueous fluid entity. I'll make this liquid get you skewered mentally. Eventually you got to learn or burn for eternity. Fumbling fuck freestyles, failing verbally. Herbally deficient, my conical treats. Play tricks and bricked up minds for several weeks. Immeasurable, that be the strength of this beat. And pleasurable, yet discreet, my verse leaps. Retreating baron, who's claiming that he's fly. I do a lot of fishing, so you're a bait kind of guy. Don't try to decry this decoy decayer. You're corroded, overloaded by this baron slayer.
Who am I? Who am I? What am I? Who am I? The type of bloke to ask you to use your loo for a pee. Take a dirty girt shit and use your last bit of bog roll. Get up and wipe my ass on your curtains. It's curtains for certain. Opponents, I'll do more than just hurt them. Irreparable damage, you couldn't manage to damage this. Amateur damager, you should be banished like an adulterous wife from Bangladesh. Smack her over the head with this mic I brandish. And while you're stood stunned, wondering what's coming next, I blow MCs up with sound effects. So beep, back up. Never in my life have I jacked up shit like heroin or cocaine. Don't ever take my name in vain. I'll make it simple and plain. In fact, I've already stated it. When I said you were fucking shit, I meant it. That's why there's a steaming pile of crap left on your doormat. I'm demented. Dropped on my head as a kid. My brain's dented. Oh, and that letter bomb that blew off your mum's arm, I sent it. Also, there's something about your sister Mary. That spunk in her hair, yeah, you guessed it. It was me. As a kid, I climbed a tree, slip, fall, and be left hanging from a branch by my brown and cream white front pants. Who am I? The type of bloke you don't want to invite around for dinner because I pick my nose and eat with my fingers. Sit down and smoke roll-ups while you're still eating your food. I'm just that fucking rude. Excuse myself, sneak off and beat myself off in your front room. And when your mum and sister catch me, I'll ask if they wanna give me a hand. Less hand. As they run screaming from the house, I'll get up and wipe my bell end off on their lampstand. That's why they can't stand me. They've been subject to many of my fantasies. Who am I? The mental MC, infecting you with lyrical flu. As a kid, I put a stick in dog poo. Chase girls around the street with it, saying I'm putting it on you. You think this is funny? This is all true. I'll take a shit in the grass and wouldn't even wipe my ass. Then tell the story about when I got a chair leg stuck up my ass in front of a group of people just to get a laugh. Take the piss out of myself so you can piss yourself with me, not at me. Since my crappy nappy days, I was never that happy, unless the centre of attention. And did I mention I once got a detention for gobbing off the stairs on this prick's head? I once pissed on this girl's head. Why do you think my crew calls brain dead? Led by me. Who am I? The mental MC, Mr. Fuck Up.
MC, the C, the M, the C, the M, the C, the M, the C.
My commentary is mass constructed, master craftsmanship, mind contorting, meaning causing multiple contusions, migraine creating, manuscripts, calligraphy maintaining, callous, malicious, cantankerous mind state, controlling my concern, masking censors, mediocre candidates, mind-boggling ceremonies, melodies come musically, crappy melodramatic commentators must come more commanding, mercenaries conquered, messages conveyed, more commitments my concern, misconceptions crushed, Molotov cocktails might come more catastrophic, misplaced counterparts, misjudged countless mic controllers, many can't maintain composure, my context maximum complex, milestones come over minuscule, countless moments counted monotone conversationists, many can't measure compete, my cerebellum membranes control memories connect, my complete musical creativity, meaning MC.
The C.
You punk motherfucker. When 900 years old you reach, freestyle this code you will not.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, konnichiwa or kombuwa. Yeah, check it out, foul. I lick a something like a lick of freestyle boogaloo. Delegates in on the piece coming true. Manuva out the piece of slide. Gordon G out on the road, I don't know what he do. Yeah, yo. Check out with the heck, we collect the respect, yo. Hey, we have the corn to collect, what? We have to chase all the debt, hey. Broke out in the sweat, and then we jet, kawa. It's running live to the tape cassette, and to the that tape, and the minute this. You know we're keeping it crisp on the audio, this, the jazz jive, the zip jive, all kinds of jive, we be running it live, while your ting bringing it, singing it, we swinging it, woo, we blinging it, hey, sometimes, hey, and now and then, cause when we catch the gyro, it's what we defend, and some of us work and we be getting the wage, but some of us have to go dancing on the stage, butt naked in all kinds of shit. And I don't really too check for that kind of tip. So I dive and I dip and I dip and I go, because I'm under the one-away style and mode. Delegate, they hit me off with this ya one beat. I love the way it's jamming and I like the way it does the tic-tac, cause it remind me of jazz. You can see Bruce Manuva and the one Skuff getting mad at anybody else who wants to touch the mic, because the style is what you might like or not, because they're running this hot. We are too hard rock from, which part you never did know. It don't matter which part you go or which part you going, because the flowing is the flowing and knowing is the knowing and feeling is the feeling of being the feeling. You know that feeling that I'm talking about, all about the healing, cause I'm coming from London down straight to Oaken Town, knowing that I'm getting down. The boogie brown in the town saying Heidi, hello, maneuver with the flow, the next type of bro, hey, enough to cock your elbow and just go on and dip, you just dip on the ground and Mr. Skuff. If you're feeling live, come on and get busy and show me your ride, yeah.
Yeah, we get busy and show rides, just like we was some kind of circus kind of jive. What it out, the jive's fresh and maneuver fruits just like roots. I grab the microphone like this, I'm cute like the booty in the Cambridge. The students are come prudent like Prudential and taking you over like ISIS to testers. Mental minds through thought processors, never testers, we come lesser than a many man. I'm a mortal man, so check it out, I abort all kind of tactics and run through my portal. I check through doors and say later to the man they call Finn King. As we come to rock and sing, we grab the microphone and get mental up on this thing. Call it ting ting like a microwave when we bring mad styles that bring, just like your telephone is the English scone eater. I grab the microphone and start to get sweeter through your subwoofers and your tweeters. Head cleaners, the way we rock the microphone, never the meanest, though I'd like to smoke the greenest till my eyes cry red. You know the way we clean your head, check it out, 1, 2, 3, and then I count to 10 like Zen, I'm man prophetical. Grab the mic, never pathetic, the way we rock you can't take my DNA code spelt prophetic and spelt phonetic, so G's, T's, A's and C's can't touch me. Grab the microphone as we get like this, roots maneuver, delegates and culture come cause a chrysalis inside brains. The head cleaner, we come to rock the head cleaner, the head cleaners, we come to rock like the head cleaner type tape that cleans your whole kind of tape player. Yeah, the mad soothsayers, what?
What? Sting and we are sting and shocker we are shock and it don't stop. Rap till the damn sting stop. We take it from the bottom and we put it to the top. Hey! Who the next hard rocker must a G? Come on down and get yourself lively in the vicinity. Show your capability, flex your ability. Go on with the agility. Hey, spit, go on, spit your tip, spit, yeah!
Spit, yeah, cough up enough lemon spit, gotta get out of it, yeah, gotta get it out of me, rather quit it, fuck it, nah, I ain't got a problem, gotta solve it, yeah, cause you know, say my mind's always revolving round it, and the case is always in it, round like sphere, yes, believe crystal clear as my mind does persevere in this atmosphere, raising hell, yes, my mind does dwell in our lowercase levels, it seems like stimulations of mankind, blind in the sublime time, yes, as we do all rhyme, in this position, right now, yes, the intuition of my mission is always striving, surviving, yes, making sure, like her roots maneuver says he was ducking and diving, we all is sometimes, but it seems like the buff schemes of rhyme.
It's privately funded.
Went back then. Still got it. Underground like dead cock blockers and getting sick, and I'm 30 squids and I'm emitting this ammunition for demolition. I'm splitting fabulous plastic necklaces over actresses. Malice is manufactured when I smash fists with phalluses. I savage this, make kiddies cry like broken marriages, stab you in the neck, breaking the laws of averages. Sabotage you touch to the mic, fractures and damages. I'm fucked up like Daniela Westbrook's cartilage. Pardon bitch, I'm burning faggots like an arsonist. My force of demons escaping my body like a cannon spit. Exorcist, stab your vagina with a crucifix. Here's a shovel gun to your head, go dig a shallow ditch. I got a box of matches, I go and burn it off. I turn you in some piss and you can pay me for the privilege, which is full of hatred. Spiteful living images is a potential Fred West in each one of your villages. Locusts exist like exorcists, spit, fist, fuck and dismiss. Dribbles, ham and sis, this Tuscan split face for displays, waste main. Exposed brains like dog shit down sewer drains. Corpse dressed in semi-conscious pain and blood stain. Citizen Kane, spitting propane and gas flames that grabs. Forensic is scraping scabs. That's flinging 2 pence out a bundle of rags. Stick a knife in your back, snatch your money for skag. Then I'm spilling tadpoles over brown paper bags. You dusted slag, split spirits from shells. Every fiber of this slag kicking right, excel, expel. Verb like fresh cut to the expert word. Paragraph tarantula that flatten the earth's curve and explode. Re-impact to build foes and give them my flows and kill those with ill pros. Expose, birds publicly fucking dildos. Hot poker track in your butt, I can leave your ass closed.
Face the monster, then stand a home like a rhino. Ultimate,
You suck. This one for all dumb slap, wish bucket a scum. Slug, zebra, asking, pack, clutch, tashka, rank, coupon. Dubs it slums, make noise like handguns in an action flick. Thugs and slags by the sun. I lacerate, surgeon with the wish from my tongue. This one man among many monks that stab dung. Fuck lands, put him under dirt in oblong. I pop along, dance 12 old touch like a blitz. Mr. I'm pissing on his swollen, inflated ego, me can't. All the coprophiliacs pants down, getting his shit on. Murk his wooden legs, prosthetic extensions and bouffants. Stepped on like futons, I corpse you punts. Stab your windpipe, empty a sack of asbestos down your throat split. One for a fuck pit, suckers it's a suck cliff. You actress in my snuff flick. Full size Chuck Wick, stab with a rusty bitch.
Hit you awkward. Wanker. Baggage ain't vinyl. Awkward. Fucking baggage. Dancing on your grave like Barishnikov. Hit you awkward. Apology accepted. Now you're gutted. Even only vinyl behind you. Bathe within my excrement, bitch. Parody, 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 parody,
Be or not to be? That is the question. To suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of trouble by opposing him, die.
Bad breed, making couple of boiling trickle. Brittle style, snap in the middle. Rappers say a lot but actually speak very little. Slip on my brain or riddle mechanics. You fucking with the fiddler, spitting granite antics. Accurate yet anxious, hanging off my tactics with a hatchet. My magic mic is morphing, my rhyme caustic. My mind awkward, causing distortion. You can talk shit by the tablespoon portion. Oh, I'm naming you out for an auction. And I'm a Lucio for Lucio on your features. Faces cowards, cower, powerless and sour. Public relationship is media made synthetic. HSG and them other pathetic publications are flipping fiction. Like all these rappers who are dissing. So listen, I'm finalising this until I go missing. It's unwise to conspire then unite. Experiment with the shadow bus, fire, ignite the temperament. A slight of the sly eye out where might disguise the guise of the why I couldn't even understand the concept. Lie, you're looking for the 1FM rap show joker. Injure a certain disc jockey, thought provoker. Over the broken ledge, paranoid bud smoker. Non-4-leaf clover clutcher. Self-made look for the butcher, so fuck your comments. I'm non-existence to your insignificance, I'm too deep into the distance. Anti-rhythmical, plenty of fictional static for your soul's plastic. And I'm the man that matters. The two of daft good rapper neck grab my patterns, brain cells drastically to bits. So how you gonna diss my crew when your whole style tastes like the smell of piss?
My mind moves through different rages, stages and phases, seeing faces in CO2, liquid nitrogen, cryogenics and cryostasis. Early retirement, clapped out patients, go 6 floors down in elevators. Brace yourselves for the impact of the waiting super cool morgue refrigerators. Spine chilled to a refreshing crisp minus 50 degrees Celsius, with temperature falling and dropping. The inevitable fate of MCs styling like they be topping. Amateurs, Holly per rare inflated heads start popping, claiming to be the cream of the crop of crowd rocking. I'm a navigator course plotting, their talk is putrid and rotten, the whole style is flopping. With no shelf life, feeling strife, their views will burn out. Me and the delegates put the work in, check the books, always a turnout. My roots run deep, will nourish the blossom sprout and shoots the clones on the other root. Exposed proof that their lyrics remain spoofs, can't carry the weight like a horse with bruck up ooze. See the man, they're making moves to the knacker's yard, all knackered, bruised and battered, feeble, pathetic, lethargic weakness. Microclones digress, prolific express with finesse.
Could lose your crew to the system in the blink of an eye.
spokes of time, smoke climb high, reflected destruction inside my eye. I say goodbye afloat in a lullaby, no calm but opiate, a cornucopia of memories, teas and sepia, seeping. A trickle of women is weeping in countless villages. I toured with images of cinematic decimation, personification of my whole race. That the blood from a torn face had been droplets of water in aquatic dreams, washed away by the reality of the acrobatic scenes when you escaped from the snipers down the side of the high rise and survived. And absent I cried, I was not there by his side when he was finally surrounded. And when I heard the news my head rebounded, now bullets off a metal skeleton. I'm holding more bitterness in my mouth than a giant pelican with a beak full of porpoises, carcasses and Marxists with a satanic twist. Caused all this destruction in a real life game of risk. Risk to act from another planet, breaking its people's pact instead of trying to man it. So we preserve what becomes the core verb of life from nerve of folklore. Individual heroism in the face of strife, residual in men's minds, but unable to turn the tides of evil's rides and a polluted society's demise.
Nighttime's riddle my flight as I ignite the fresh sentence. Death sentence mentioned as my alias keeps mailing us repentance. Acceptance becomes ignorance, and ignorance against the doctor. Fears left unlocked or left to the counter, count them. Chopped up, mixed up in salad. Eat them my props that though still invalid. They try to destroy my true joy. What new strategy can I tactically deploy? It's down to one or the other. It's a bother when a brother can only turn to his father or mother. I hover for possible actualities. A fossil claiming punctuality. Reality's multi-layered, but layered with a totality of behaviors contradictory. For me an outcome, come out son and solve it. Since I divulged it, dissolve it to simplicity. The simplicity that simplicity derived. I think I realized I can survive if you looked into my eyes.
What do you see when you look into my eyes? What do you see? What do you see when you look into my eyes? What do you see? What do you see when you look into my eyes? What do you see? What do you see?
Therapeutic, soothing in music, when Lixx is losing it, sights become blurred, out unspoken words are unheard. Not new to earth, witness birth of the birds and the bees. I planted the first herb seed that grew into weed. I never breathe, cause the clouds are my lungs and stars my brain cells. My belly holds the beast that contains hell and Babel. All babies in the cradles were made in my impression, born with the need to ask questions, but then cheating the lessons. Since they have combat when in battle, on the stage or on field, capture kids and hold them for hostages, caged or killed, rotating like mills, oscillating without breaking the shield. Integration of skills, lyric flipping, spit the blaze to start a fire. I'm part messiah, part a natural leader. I'm part an ancient Hebrew prophet, part a spiritual teacher, lyrical breeder. I'm feeding on beats and eating the sonics. The apostles worship the comets, learning oracles knowledge. Follow with courage if you truly think you're aiming to flourish, but don't point the blame at others, just clean up your own rubbish.
Slap your face raw with a great force, your back will break from immaculate. The fact I'm great spawn. The tracks I make scorch. You rappers burn quicker than fat from glazed pork. These raps are based on actual great wars. Everyone you'd find me there, up existence since time's beginning. Rhymes infinite, mind defined, will break 5 wizards in. The whitest jism, right with the passion of scientists, the finest decision, precise with pliers and scissors. We fight with firing pistols to conduct us moving, disgusting mutants as atheist deities who've been abducting humans. Against our lungs, a black hole suction's useless. We stack souls and crack bowls to consumption usually. We've done stunts with Bruce Lee, metaphysically moving 50 times faster than mortal man. Portal clans rip up your mind with a forceful hand. Important plans conspire thousands of miles underground where the darkness of glaciers, Vex and Callisto are Clive Barker's creations. Blind half of the nation by closing eyes and focus. Blast our spaceship with great big mirrors with size dark as the great seas. When we blink, you'll find half of your face bleeds. We're starting to pace quicker than GMC's The Harvest in Space-Bee.
Lixx is the sum, the Vex is the substance, the sum with the substance is subsequent conductance. Abundance of circumference leads us around. Leave restrictions on the ground, focus feelings resound. Sum and substance we need to be found. Sum and substance AD is the sound. Was never uncovered fully to mortals sincerely. And when speaking tend to go over people's heads. Do you hear me? No need to fear me, just revere me and confess all your sins. No less than the king of the overworld, caressing my wings. What presence we bring when existing in the world that we do. But sometimes my mood is blue and I'll hurl thunder at you, stumbling through 100 years in the blink of an eye. If you know why, then hypothesize and see if you're right. Undecipherable to any science, whether ancient or modern. Places been trodden, seen every face has traces of God in. My respiration makes the oxygen, not acres of forest. You You claim to be honest, but I can see the breaks in your promise. Nature's most solid, cause my body's just a casing of onyx. I see you chasing the bandwagon, but can't even get on it. Atheists bomb it, with rain, sleet and snow from the skies. A total demise, the focal point is both of our rhymes. Vocals combined are a potency no folk could devise. Potion of life, well of course that's water, I'm indispensable. Send you to read the Bible, a UK hip-hop central. Human life was no fluke, dude, we meant to.
Yo, our vocals are weighty, your old school flows are hopelessly dated. Your focus is days, kid, notice ways our dopeness can blaze shit. Potent and dangerous, no joke, I'm amazing. Smacking rappers' heads together so fast we blend both of their faces. Send notes to the grey ship amongst the satellites that floating in space. We're scoping our race, Earth's dozens for open invasions. Fuck coping with aliens, Vex will take the whole planet on. Attacking strong, I'm my own atom bomb and static storm. A grand massive boar, attacking the villages. Reacting better to magic potion than when Asterix is drinking it. Solid structures aren't beyond the punch, and we bend or crack with a simple wish. Forget rap, they send us tracks like we're into this. Hip hop is really a disguise or acting. A lie we practiced, AD are actually liquid shifting spies from Saturn. We feed off the natural goodness, prize from atoms, and thrive in life you'll find a night or hide beside a black storm. We like to glide in bat form, our back store wide wings you see. We softly breathe on matches, they light instantly. Here's a fact you'll find interesting. When we appear in a boost star, we use rap sent to us by ourselves 30 years in the future.
Lixx is the sum, the Vex is the substance, the sum with the substance is subsequent conductance. Abundance of circumference leads us around. Leave restrictions on the ground, focus feelings resound. Sum and substance we need to be crowned. Sum and substance, AD is the sound.
Caught between expression and wrestling with oppressive negative stressing. Brief spell of amnesia, late night, stay up, recite that lyrical scripture type insight. Specific, mental, scientific, megabytes, his mind ignites from midnight to break of dawn. The light radiate bright like halogen, spotlight pinpoint indicating illuminates combustion. Doing more miles to the gallon on pressurized liquid nitrogen, igniting a concentrated, volatile eruption, prolific brainstorming. My atmosphere's transforming, blinding, explosive, shockwave, nuclear blast, radius, mushroom cloud formation, atomically bombing, chain reaction, process of force with mental extraction, multiple fusing fraction, motion, kinetic forces with traction, channeled from the inner core, gliding thermal updrafts above the heat wave I saw, through stratosphere into atmosphere, launched from volcanoes, blazing flames, incinerator inferno, lava flows, reconstructing natural surroundings it swallows, my tornadoes follow, gale force, hurricane sound barrier breaking, lacing my brain, contain fiction or non-fiction, subconscious conscious zone, information shown, ripping raging cyclone when it's blown, I gain terminal velocity, electricity operates the machinery, I go on a tour, deep beneath my skull I bore down, mining for natural resources, no time for losses, my mission is clandestine, transparent and invisible from radar monitor screens, the stealth mode of rhyme schemes, covert operations with my SAS team, within the dream I see signs of reality, mental maneuver, strategically and exist in land, air and sea. Land, air and sea. Land, air and sea.
Hell erupts when this fella spits ooze, when this fella gets diffused with the delegates move with decadence. We shake the earth like elephants. It's the intangible elements, building textual tenements with eloquence, emulsify nonsense, then nullify the few who are losing all the clues, who prove to amuse me like a boost up floozy, acting choosy over which dudes from which crews they cruise with. They lose it, the plot do this culture called hip-hop, conditioning tip-top. The grit got sucked up with the rest of the muck into the back of the truck, and now it's heading for the cleaners. We dread the geezers with the dead demeanors, wet dreamers with depleted wieners in the deepest beavers. You make me sick like semolina, you plastic jacketed Pasadena with the fever from a cleaver. I pull the lever and activate the catalyst for a masturbating masochist. I massacre battle fist when I'm axing slack activists coming through like rusty springs and burn mattresses. Adept in this to MC, armed with artistic allegory and electric weaponry, transistors, LEDs tracking trajectory of my verbal symmetrics, kinetic energy. Step into me with motives of jealousy, just a memory who remembers me for the head cleansing remedy. Evidently embers be blazing in the fire of fate, condemned to
infatuated by her smile. The face of a goddess with devil horn. Infatuated, obsession born. Don't wanna be together, I just want her to use me. You flash your eyes and I'm in love. Be my addiction. Oh, that I know, I've been told. And I fear death, and yet I fear growing old. And I fear what the future holds as my life unfolds. Future's brought and sold, now are we told to live or do we live to be told? Innocence is lost, so live for now. A memory's gone from your mind, will never be found. Cause come and join the dance now, replace your mind with melodic sound. So it's a crazy world, you're never gonna stop it spinning around now.
Niki's getting louder. Everywhere I go I see people hooked up and devouring the devil's foolish powder. From your manor, village or town, your city or country, Niki's hitting every single place in our society. The rich are lining up in either dough queue, cause they've snorted all their wealth and they left with as much as me and you. I see people that I used to go to school with that used to be all goody-goody. Now they walk around all cracked out like they're zombies. I quote from Scarface, you're all just fucking bubbleheads, just itching and scratching and hunting for the next hit for your heads. I've seen many friends change, and I've seen friends who ain't even friends, but they're all going to the same place, cause each white line ends. Admittedly, I know so there's people that don't even know what I'm talking about, but I guarantee you know someone that Niki's got all out. They've got a withdrawn kind of look that lacks all facial colour. The reason why you don't notice is cause they look the same as every other. If this country was to take a blood test from 16 to 40, at least 50% would be hooked up on Niki badly. It could be your brother, your sister, or your best friend that's on it, but no one really knows unless they've analysed or been there and done it on Friday. That's why attention is what no one's got to pay, cause they're all friends with Niki and he be yamming their brain away.
Incorporating those particles into your bloodstream to make your mind scream.
From mirrors to toilet seats, little machines to knuckles, the most powerfulest hoovers couldn't even compare to these animals. They're in love with the self-confidence that brings a numbness, cause in the aspect of time, boy, well it must be 30 minutes or less. I hear people saying, go on man, just give me a little wake me up at 7 o'clock in the morning, please, the sun's already up. And all them gala that get down on 4 sticking their ass in my face, demoralising themselves to see if I got some Niki to waste, that ain't the case. Questioning people you know with words like, have you been snorting today? They say, nah, way, I give up, would you want some anyway? There's lawyers, doctors, actors, singers, TV presenters, liars and cheaters all play a part of filling Niki's money mattress. There's Prince Charles and Jack Camilla that's got a son that got caught snorting Niki louder, and he hangs around with Prince William, so you know what they do for jokes, just snorting and rolling up X amount of notes. The rest you can fill in and I'll leave you no quotes, cause Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder and he's yamming on your brain. Niki's getting louder and he's yamming on your brain, cause Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder and he's yamming on your brain. Niki's getting louder and he's yamming on your brain. It's an endless chain that keeps on linking. The deeper you're looking, the more you're seeing, the more you're realising is everyone's consuming, while no one's really knowing or taking care of their practice. The humans are making themselves worthless, their brains are gonna be on the shit list. Put them in homes with mental institutional specialists, while the future generation tries to move on and find a way to just avoid this. Keep them well away from it all, but not in solitary confinement. Make sure they see how fucked up people be, so they don't wanna touch it. Cause Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Little Niki, the oldest nephew of Coco Man Kane. Business is business, so in family it will remain. Which is a shame, cause I wouldn't even want to pass them kind of habits on to family. But in the case of Man Kane, the milliliter for his blood could turn you crazy. But people can't hear me, or they're just acting like they don't want to. It's Monday, where you want to see Niki fall. What the fuck's up with your crew? I don't understand. But if you got a problem, the only way you'll find a solution is if the police find them, catch them and jail them. But until then, once a bubblehead, always blowing bubbles up to your head. I know so there's people that do it until they're so fucked their faces people red. You'll nick your soul for a blast, your good friend Nicholas, cause you don't can't understand, you've been hooked, cane, spaced out and past. How many errors have I made in my life? There's been enough. But one thing I'm glad I've never done is been hooked on Niki's mad stuff. Cause Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder and he's nyamming on your brain. Niki's getting louder and he's nyamming on your brain. Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder with that foolish white powder. Niki's getting louder and he's nyamming on your brain. Niki's getting louder and he's nyamming on your brain.
So I was sitting in the back garden, got my gumbo gut shot, me and dog on the floor. In the background, country and western station, Tennessee 106. All of a sudden, some bitches come on the radio. What is asking to hear Delegates culture? What the fuck is this shit? I ain't never heard shit like this before. So I'm sitting there listening, tapping my toe, now my feet, little banjo kicks in. Ain't no country and western like I ever heard. You got to come from England, hey? Winga.
Soldier green, nice and spleen. Manuva on the scene again. Tell a foe, tell a friend about these manky toe flows that I own with pride. Music is something that feeds my inside with the utmost nutrition. Big on my position and know the cool. The shit is for the taking when you pay your due. Big up in your chest, all decent cool.
Skeletron lounge with the burgundy slippers. Plan B Richards, gang ripper, plastic midgets and fleece skillets. A decommissioned stock from millets. Cyclops spit core credit charge at 10 digits. Pint glass latrine sip the flat and warm. I evaporate, was in a throat before they form. Simply wrapped up, touching up, kiddies in the dorm. Your face off, growing some tits from eating corn.
Like a shark, I've got my pilot fish guiding dark nights endorsing a shine quest. Extra special stuff, malicious to make you wish. Injure pain on lane tame, virus spreading frame. Disable format, project, rearrange like white ingenuity check. Verges move 10 high tech. Man of plan reversing Cyclops, diagram of vortex. As a force set to recollect, make frame breaker underhand, full fat flame size. A mister on head biter, fire like 9-inch of flames inside.
Battling vexes like finding a victim, the knife edge in a ditch where there's 5 dead. And stab so fit that there's flies there that stick to the child's head. You bitches and cry sheds, this is only half of the twist, bro. Things get darker faster with my partner Callisto. Started after we started in thick smoke, heartless laughter and left half of the kids throat. Dance like asses where part of the rib shows. You bastards ask for your dick soap, what you doing stupid? Find lady forgetting on stage in car parks, screwing groupies.
I'd rather see them be seen over there in the west, where rhymes begin to spin and skin fall off flesh. Treasure heart in chest, I stop clocks, watch it. Reverse in triangles with Pythagorean logic. With hot shit, go back to fire to blister. With a cloth dousing Smirnoff to burn off your sister. Gently hurting, blood spurting. It's Mr. Fist the twister. I turn off my transmitter, then fuck the babysitter.
Lister, a dangerously crazed braveheart warrior shark, trained in the sacred art of breaking hearts and lacing bars, creating scars when aiming darts and launching. Audio distortion, border and launching, slaughter men for bodily organs. Impossibly awesome, stop heaps and force them to rockets in Walkmans. Portions of bullshit are properly caustic, don't ignore this. More or less a rap professor, my name and title. Read the Bible, stated disciples with blazing rifles.
Spike, slack and fast claws, training me format similar to dirty blade of a rusty bastard hacksaw. I amass more knowledge through acquired learning concerning liquid sewage lyrics, which in turn switch when I burning floor. I go like Splice like Komodo, Dragon with John McEnroe in an underground cavern. Wire brush stuff, and my enemies are scuffing, fuck the puff and scum, crushing bones with a broken branch. Mr. Look for fear to my advantage, I advance, took chance, destination, destiny.
Glass on the escapade, damaged brave hearts of cloudy shadows, still mark containing thunderous lightning, sharp darts and verbs, kinetics, disconnected feet from floor, no mortal microclone can stand up as the shrapnel shower pours, forward settled, each digit severed, rendering MCs levered as if jump up full of skunk and touring. I'm touring at the battlefield, yielding electricity. The moral of this prophecy is you shouldn't fuck with me.
Dr. Skuff, yo, I snuffle with my tusk, so they call me Skuff, I love a gus. Hustle, I bustle, then bust. I yam a truffle, then I cussle, porcupine, microclone. A porcupine, spiky dome, cause I got mad points off the top of the head. The sonic head top of chronic, the hemp fog. I leave you bled and fed to the undead and dense fog. The kids get mental swab. Mine lost and introspective when I skits. My whole collective rips through your old perspective.
I will the expression, continual, calibrating adaptation, cortical synaptics tap to access the facts of acidic spitting rap from the concentrated gastrointestinal tract, ingesting as I'm questing, transform strategic, metamorphing in my mind's incubation, ambidextrous creation, my prolific statistician, I activate my system, demagnetize, head cleaned and revived.
Line walking suckers, listen. Line walking suckers, listen. Line walking suckers, line you fucking suckers, listen. Line walking suckers, listen. Line walking suckers, listen. Line walking suckers, line you fucking suckers.
Wow, that's heavy.
Well, I hardly like to say this, but it looks like the seafront at Southend.
God! I'm relieved to hear you say that.
Why?
I thought I must be going mad.
Perhaps you are. Perhaps you only thought I said that.
Well, did you or didn't you?
I think so.
Perhaps we're both going mad.
Nice day for it. Nice day for it. Nice day for it.
I thought that was all.
What's that?
Sounded like a measurement of probability.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
The stars are swirling. A dust bowl. Snow. My legs drifting off into the sunset. My left arm's disappeared. How am I going to operate my digital watch now?
Simply hooking the logic circuits of a Bambleweenie 57 submeson brain to an atomic vector plotter suspended in a strong Brownian motion producer, say a nice hot cup of tea, generating small amounts of finite improbability by simply...